How's it going, YouTube? It's been a while since I made a video. I've been pretty busy. I think the hell was my last video? I don't remember what my last video was, but I got to North Carolina on the 16th of November, and it's just been crazy since then. I started working at this new job on not this past Monday, but the last Monday, whatever that was, 25th or 26th. Yeah. And they just been running me non-stop, and I'm really enjoying it, but it's been slowing me down on doing my reviews. So, I've decided that I'm going to pop out another triple review of Sutliff blends just so I can start getting caught up to where I should be. So today we're going to do a triple review, and I'm not outside smoking because it's raining. So let's get down to it. I got 3 blends here that I've been trying over the past couple weeks. Thankfully, I can smoke in my work truck, which is working out great for me. And so I thought I would give these blends a try and start talking about them. So first up, and I'm going to do them in no particular order. The first up is Sutliff Maple Steet. And on the tin it says quality mixture with flavorful maple and old rum. This blend, when I opened it up, the tin note was quite pleasant. I mean, you do get a lot of that maple, but I could definitely smell the rum in the background, just kind of adding an extreme touch of sweetness to the overall scent. And I thought it was smelling fantastic. I will admit that I was a little skeptical. I wasn't thinking that I would enjoy a maple flavored blend. It doesn't strike me as something that would work well on tobacco, but this was actually fairly pleasant. Again, another coarse cut tobacco. It packs very, very easily into the bowl. Mine was wet, like most of the aromatics that I've been opening, fairly wet, but this one didn't actually take very long to dry out, which was nice. Once I got it dried out, about 15-20 minutes on a paper towel, spread out, packed it into a cob. I've packed it into a couple briar pipes, and overall I was very satisfied with this blend. You do get a lot of that maple flavor, but the rum kind of leaves a little bit of an aftertaste that is fairly pleasant. And although I've had some experiences with aromatics lately that I didn't enjoy, this was actually very enjoyable. And I'm going to say it's probably due to the rum in the background. The maple was great, you know, for tobacco. Like I said, I wasn't sure that it would be a good flavor, but it worked very well. This thing burned pretty nicely all the way down. I had to cut it short as about the last quarter, between a quarter and a fifth of the bowl, that I couldn't finish because it was a little too wet down there. But I think you can solve that with letting it dry out just a little bit more. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say this one is about we'll say about a 5, 5.5. We won't go as far as a 6. I did have one bowl that was particularly flavorful, and that definitely boosted my opinion of this tobacco. But overall, if you enjoy maple flavor and you like rum too, then this is a good way to go. So, on my scale, we'll say 5.5. The next one that I tried was Metropolitan. This one is listed as an aromatic blend of Golden Virginias, rich Burleys, and black Cavendish. Let's just say the number one word here with this blend is sweetness. Very, very, very sweet. I was very surprised to find the level, the flavor on this to be so intense. Now, of course, when you have something like this bright of a Virginia mixed in with with Burley, of course it's going to be a fairly, not a light flavor, but a sweeter flavor. And this one definitely did not disappoint. Again, like most of these Sutliff blends, they're coarse cut tobacco, which is great for packing, especially when you get it to the right moisture content. This one I did not have to leave out to dry. It was ready to go straight up off the bat. So on cracking the tin, I actually had the cob standing by to get it started with, and fantastic. It works perfectly in cobs. It works perfectly in briar. Big bowls, small bowls, it doesn't really matter. That's the nice thing about aromatic blends, is that I don't find them to be size-specific type blends. Like Englishes work better in a big, like a 7/8 or a 1-inch bowl, and Virginias tend to work better in like a 3/4 bowl. But this one, it didn't matter what size bowl I put it in. It actually, the flavor is strong enough on all three of these blends that I was actually able to taste everything fairly well, even in a pipe that I've cased heavily with Latakia. So Metropolitan, if you're looking for something that has that sweetness, I would say give it a shot. On my list, we're going to say this one out of 10 is a 6 out of 10. It burned great all the way through, just left me with some gray ash at the bottom of the bowl, and was overall an excellent blend. So we're going to say this one is a 6 out of 10. If you like something that, to me, this was, I wouldn't say heavily aromatic, but it was definitely a great smoke. So Metropolitan, put it on your list. And to end this this triple review, and try to keep it short, because we know that I can talk and talk and talk. The last one that I did was Barbados Plantation. This one is Sweet Barbados Rum, smooth and rich. Let me tell you about this tobacco. I have found that aromatics, of course, as I've said, are definitely not my favorite thing, and I don't consider myself an aromatic smoker, but I have found that tobaccos cased with rum tend to be absolutely fantastic, and this one is no exception. The only other thing that I've smoked that is aromatic that I enjoyed was, I believe it's a tobacco cigar. Was it tobacco or Java? One or the other. Whatever it is, it was fantastic. And it's got that coffee flavor to it, and I enjoyed that. But this rum flavoring on Barbados Plantation is not too strong, and it's certainly a quality rum. You can definitely tell there's quality rum being used for these tobaccos. But this one in particular, just having the rum casing was absolutely perfect. When I opened it up, you can smell heavily all the rum coming out of it, but you can also get a sense of all the sweet Virginias that are sitting in there. And being, again, of course, cut tobacco, this one took about 10 minutes for me to dry out to get to the perfect moisture. It was a little bit wet, but it wasn't soaking wet, where I had to keep waiting and waiting. This one was pretty much close to being the perfect moisture. Just needed to let it set for about, I think it was about 10, 15 minutes at most. I like my tobacco a little bit drier than most people. So 10 minutes in, I had a perfect bowl's worth of tobacco. This one, to me, personally, smoked the best in a cob, because I could get all the flavor of the rum and the tobacco combined, and that, to me, made it perfect. If I was going to continue smoking aromatic tobacco, Barbados Plantation would probably be one of the only ones that I would keep on hand to smoke. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, I guess I forgot about room note. Surprisingly, all three of these tobaccos are an excellent room note. Now, out of the tin, I got a lot of the same type of smells, a little bit of vanilla, of course a little bit of rum. This one had the maple smell. In Metropolitan, I could smell the Virginias very nicely, and the burley was a little subdued in the background, but you could smell it. Barbados Plantation, you could definitely smell all that rum coming out. As far as that being the tin note, as far as a room note for the three, all three of them were pleasant to other people, because I wasn't the only person in my truck while I was enjoying these tobaccos, and thankfully the other gentleman was a smoker, so he had no problem, and he was enjoying the scent very, very, very much so. And a lot of people had come. I was getting out of the truck, and being enclosed in the truck, if you're smoking, and being that I like to smoke while I'm working, people tend to notice the smell on you, but here people didn't notice it as much. I had people comment on getting a hint of vanilla or a nice smell. A lot, and other smokers had commented on it too. So all three of these blends are very acceptable as far as other smokers and non-smokers go. They will not have a problem with the scent that you get from all of these. So as far as Barbados Plantation goes, this one jumped all the way up to a 7 on my 10 scale. So 7 out of 10 on this one. This is a fantastic tobacco. If you like that rum flavor, that is the one that you want to go with. So out of everything, Maple Steet, 5.5. Good maple flavor. Might be a little bit too much for my personal taste, but most people will probably enjoy it, and that rum in the background is fantastic. Metropolitan, 6 out of 10. This one just has all the right flavors to it. You've got, and to me, even with the black Cavendish mixed in there, you still have the forefront of the flavor is the Virginias, and you'll definitely enjoy it. And like I said, it's not too heavily aromatic. And finally, 7 out of 10, Barbados Plantation, rum flavor like you wouldn't believe. So if you like that, go ahead and get some for yourself. 3 good tobaccos. I have to admit, I was a little doubtful about what was going to happen after the bad experience with the last tobacco, and I'm happy that Sutliff is making such good quality tobaccos that it's understandable that once in a while one's not going to be to your liking. And again, that could just be the pH balance of my tongue, but these 3 are right up my alley. So if you guys are looking for good tobaccos, give these a shot. That's all I got for you now. Stay tuned because I think I have 4 or 5 more blends to review, and I might just, no, not that many, because some of them I've already reviewed. Okay, so I'll probably have more coming up in the next couple weeks. So be prepared. Hi, Oscar. Be prepared for all the extra reviews I've got coming, and now I can stay a little bit more on top of it. Say goodbye, Oscar. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy.